Hey guys, SeanB. Today, let's take a look at the version 8.0 update notice. There's going to be a 3-hour maintenance, very long, so you can use that 3 hours to touch grass, tell your mom goodbye, good night, and then you can start playing the game for a very long time, trying to build a new team and all that good stuff. With the 3-hour maintenance, we're going to get 10 scroll compensation and 300 energy. That is very nice. So remember to collect your 10 scroll and summon your new unit, if you are lucky enough. Now, let's take a look at the update notice of one of the biggest updates in the last 4 years. I read through a little bit and nothing really changed from what you saw before in the presentation, but we get to see all the skill of all the unit. And also they nerfed the boss a little bit, so the boss will no longer defense break you, but instead the boss will decrease your attack speed. And the maximum number of magic power stored in the ancient orb is 9 for B10, but the number will be lower for lower stages, but you don't have to care about that because you want to farm B10 and nowhere in the lower stages anyway. So no more defense break. I think that's gonna be great. Attack speed debuff, you can counter that with attack speed buff, so that's not going to be crazy. Can't wait to try out all the team I've thought for this dungeon in the future very soon. Now let's take a look at the skill of the new monster Indra and Ashura. First, let's take a look at the Fire Indra. Skill 1 will decrease enemy attack bar, and when he used during the buff Thunderous state, he will attack additionally with lower damage to enemy of the same attribute as the target. So no speed scaling, no extra scaling, just doing some extra damage to some other enemies that has shared the same attribute as the target. So what I understand is if you are hitting a wind unit, you'll do more damage to other wind unit if there are any on the enemy battlefield. Skill 2, attack all enemies and decrease their attack power for 2 turns with a 70% chance. I hope this will go up to 100% chance. When used during the thunder state, leave a branding effect for 2 turns with a 40% chance. AoE attack break and branding. Usually branding goes really well with defense break. So I'm not sure what kind of synergy is going on here, and the chance to land the branding is not all that high as well. So not too sure about this unit yet. Passive chain effect. Use the same skill with reduced damage to attack the enemy once again when you attack the enemy on your turn. Oh, so if he used skill 2, he will use skill 2 again, which means the chance to land the branding now is much better. While under the thunder state, the duration of the thunder state increased by 1 turn with a 25% chance whenever you attack the enemy on your turn. I'm not sure if AoE attack count as more chance for the thunder state to be prolonged, okay, but he can prolong his thunder state with a 25% chance. Not too bad. So when he fall under the thunder state, he will get enhanced skill for 3 turns, instantly gain another turn, and his attack power increased by 50%, and when the thunder state ends, he'll be stunned for 1 turn. So he'll deal more damage, but he doesn't have defense break, so he can't really set up for himself, but he can do pretty good damage. I hope so, okay, because he's not doing that AoE skill twice. Even the skill 1, he can do that twice, and with 1 violent proc, he can do a lot of damage. And because he can prolong his own thunder state, he will have this attack buff on himself forever, hopefully. So a damage dealer sort of, but doesn't seem like it's gonna be a good PvE monster because he doesn't scale up. There's no like debuff scaling or extra damage kind of thing, but there's branding though. But it's AoE, so it's not really good for bosses. So I'm not very sure where exactly he's gonna fall in the PvE meta. In PvP, I guess it's a decent fire AoE unit, but if I were to use a fire AoE unit, I think Belenus, Rika, Carno, Zyros, there are many good fire AoE in my opinion. So I'm not sure if he's gonna be the fire AoE unit. He's alright. So let's take a look at the water one. It's gonna be a defense type unit, so maybe a tank. Skill 1 will decrease enemy attack bar, and when he's under thunder state, he'll do more damage according to his defense, and he'll do the same additional damage thingy to enemy of the same attribute. Skill 2, attack all enemies and heal by 30% of inflicted damage. Ooh, self-healing, and decrease their attack speed for 2 turns with a 50% chance. Not bad. While under the Thunder state, the attack inflict damage that increase according to your defense and provoke all enemy for 2 turns. Oh, so he slowed them down and he provoked them for 2 turns. 2 turn provoke can be really, really strong. His passive, he'll revive with 30% HP when he's defeated, and then he instantly get into the Thunder state for 3 turns. While under the Thunder state, decrease the incoming damage from enemy by 25%. 50% if the incoming damage is from the provoked enemy. Ooh, so 50% reduction is a lot, and he's a defense tank, so that's gonna make him even tankier. If the incoming damage is less than 10% of your max HP, the duration of the Thunder state increased by 1 turn. Oh, max HP. But then I think you're gonna build him with a mix of defense and HP and some accuracy in there so that he can tank really, really well. And if he stay in the Thunder state, and because, you know, most people without defense break will not be doing a lot of damage, I think he'll awaken to resistance or something, then he's gonna be very, very tanky. Not bad. And the duration of a Thunder state increased by 1 turn if they do very little damage, which is like support unit or Fang Yin, for example. They won't be doing a lot of damage in 1 hit. So I think he can stay in the Thunder state forever. For the Thunder state, I enhance your skill for 3 turns, get another turn. And oh wow, under Thunder state, your defense increased by 100%. Wow, he doubled his defense. Oh my god, double the defense and reduce the damage by 50%. Holy crap, this guy's gonna... You might not even need to build a lot of defense on him because he doubled his defense. No, not really double, okay? He's like the base defense, add another like 700-800 defense, but that's a lot. So he's gonna be super tanky. Wow, this guy's gonna be annoying. Very annoying. It's like a busted John, kinda, because he tanked really, really well. Wow, it's gonna be great for guild war offense, like a sure win unit for like tanking win unit. Like Dominic is like shit compared to this guy. Dominic will never do any real damage to him, kinda, because he's so tanky with such high HP and defense. All right, Win. Oh, this guy we saw already. He's like speedy Wind water sky surfer. He will do a lot of damage. He's gonna be fast, and he can stack up his speed, which is great. All these units, they can get the bonus stat once, but they don't stack up. But the Wind one will stack up to 150%, which is really, really good. And he does damage according to his speed as well, kinda, I think. Yeah, in the passive. So that is really, really good. This guy's gonna be a speedy, annoying damage dealer. We can see that in the future already. So that's gonna be annoying. And then decrease your skill cooldown by 1 turn. Damage inflicted against the enemy is 30% or above the target max HP. If you do a lot of damage, you decrease the skill cooldown, which means you can spam the skill 2 with branding and you do even more damage, which is great. But let's take a look at the new LD Nat 5. Are they busted? The light one, same skill 1 when using under the Thunder state, no extra scaling. Skill 2, AoE attack break and branding. The passive, stun the enemy for 1 turn with a 50% off. Oh, whoa. When you attack the enemy, not even on your turn, which means you can revenge and stun them. While under Thunder state, decrease the enemy defense for 2 turns when you attack the enemy. Not even on your turn. This guy on revenge can randomly stun and defense break you. If the target is stunned after the attack, the duration of Thunder state increased by 1 turn. Oh, what if you put him on Despair so that he can stun even more often, so he will stay in this Thunder state forever. Or under the Thunder state, then enhance your skill for 3 turns and instantly gain another turn, and then your crit will become 100%. Whoa! Which means he will die to Miho. Once the Thunder state ends, you become stunned for 1 turn. So if the target is stunned after the attack, the duration of the Thunder state will increase by 1 turn, which means you can pre-stun the enemy, let this guy attack them, and then he'll get free extra Thunder state turn because they are already stunned before even his attack happened, which is like crazy. Oh, so in like the perfect scenario, he will AoE your team, attack break, branding, defense break, and stun them. And then he'll crit all the time. You can build like free crit damage on him. And he will do like massive damage. Wow, this is like a light Maximilian. Good thing he doesn't have a leader skill because he has skill 4. Imagine if he have a speed lead, he'll be like instantly like S tier LD Nat 5. But this guy's pretty good. A lot of debuff, he crit all the time, a lot of damage. Very fun unit. Yeah, even if he's not really good in practice, maybe, but he's already like pretty fun. The Dark One is a HP type unit. Attack the enemy and then do damage at scale with max HP when he's under the Thunder stage. You know, we see that before. AoE and then speed debuff, and he has provoke enemy for decrease their attack speed for 2 turns. The Water one has a 50% chance to decrease the enemy attack speed, but the Dark one doesn't have the 50%. Hey, that's unfair. How come the Dark one doesn't get the RNG, but the Water one get the 50%? That's annoying. This is like color privilege right there. Okay, by being LD, he glance less, and now he has a better chance to slow them down and provoke them. Overcharge. Increase the damage dealt to the enemy by 10% up to 50% whenever you receive damage from the enemy. Also, it's going to be a tank as well. And if you receive damage while under the Thunder state, you reflect 30% of damage received and increase the duration of a Thunder state by 1 turn with a 50% chance. Oh, he really want to take damage because you want to reflect, you want to get the Thunder state to be prolonged, and you want to increase your own damage output. So he's out here just being a great tank. The skill 4, he will gain a Thunder state and his max HP will increase by 30%. So it's just going to be a great max HP tank. Kind of boring though, to be honest, but probably going to be a siege unit with all these max HP skilling and great tankiness, and it's going to be great on destroy probably as well. So the light one is RTA friendly. This one is siege friendly. This guy is RTA and siege friendly. This guy is very siege friendly because he's a defense type tank. You know, in RTA, there are way too many ignore defense artifact nonsense. The fire one is like, I'm not too sure about that. Okay. But so far, I like the dark and the wind one. Like these two, very fun. Looks very fun. Let's take a look at the 4-star unit. Those that we will actually summon. Okay. Because we're not going to summon these. What do you think? Ashura. Fire. Skill 1 will have branding and attack 1 more time if your attack is higher than the enemy target. Skill 2 will have attack bar increase, and if the attack lands as a critical hit though, the number of attack will increase up to 6 times according to his attack power. So 6 hit, you want to build for the max number of hit for sure. Sura Shield. Attack the enemy 4 times, inflict damage that ignore all damage reduction effects. So invincibility, defense buff, anti-crit, all that kind of stuff. Increase their skill cooldown by 1 turn with a 30% chance. Oh, 30. I hope it goes up to 50. The number of attack increase up to 8 times. Oh, you know, machine gun. According to the difference between the target and your attack power. Oh, if he's fighting the bosses, most bosses have like inflated stat. I'm not sure if you can gain the 8 attack when you are hitting a boss. No, I wish he can. But that looks pretty fun. And if he ignore all damage reduction effect, is he very good in, let's say, the artifact dungeon where there's that shield, that's annoying shield, he can ignore that. That sounds pretty fun. He can brand as well. So that can be an interesting experiment. The water one. So we have branding, we have skill 2 that increases attack bar, same thing. The passive gradually increase your attack power whenever you attack the enemy. Oh, that's very, very simple. That's a little bit too simple. I don't like this unit. Okay, that's kind of lame. Constant training. He's just a gym bro. The wind one. We have AoE dots. Oh, that is pretty good. Skill 1 is all the same. And then we have AoE attack bar absorption. And the more harmful effect granted on the target, the higher the chance of inflicting more number of attacks. Oh, interesting. So hopefully if we have like 2 debuff on the target, he will attack like 2 extra time. So 5 hit, and then he absorb attack bar. And if you're using him in giants, he will absorb enough attack bar to go again to put dots. And then he will maybe violent proc into a branding, or for example. Not bad. Looks like a pretty good unit for giants. He has everything you kind of need. He has dots and he has damage attack bar reduction. So very, very good unit, and branding too. Not like you really need it. Not bad, but then he attacked a little bit too much, and the Giants will revenge your entire team. So not sure if it's worth it to be put into Abyss Giants. A little bit too many multi-hit. Kind of scary. The light one will have skill 1 is the same, skill 2 is the attack by increasing skill, skill 3 passive, inflict additional damage to all enemies and stun them for 1 turn if you attack the enemy 7 times in total on your turn. When the effect activates, the accumulated count refreshes. Oh, so let's say you start with Storm first and you actually land all 6 attack. And then you either Violent proc to go with skill 1 and then you proc the passive, or you have to wait another turn. And then, or somebody boosts your attack bar to go again. And then you get this additional damage. I'm not sure if it's going to crit or not, but the stun is pretty nice though. I like that. Sounds like a interesting, but he can AoE stun. Not bad. Oh, but with Stormfish, you gain attack bar, so you can get it back to the skill 1 way faster. So he can be pretty interesting. Yeah, he can be pretty interesting. He can Violent proc twice with skill 1, and he can clap the enemy cheeks with the passive again. But he doesn't strip though. I kind of feel like he's going to be like Iris, like AoE stun all the time, but then he doesn't strip. But then the stun is like 100% chance, so that is pretty cool. I think it's going to be annoying in siege defense in the future. Like speed attack build, probably. The dark one is going to be HP type unit, and he will have the same skill 1. Skill 2 is going to be the AoE dot. Skill 3, God of Wrath. If your HP is 50% or above when you gain a turn, you go under the threat state. Oh, interesting. In addition, when you are attacked during the enemy's turn, you counter attack with the number of hits received to inflict damage that's proportionate to your HP and decrease the enemy defense with a 30% chance. Oh! When you are attacked during the enemy's turn, you counter attack by the number of hits you receive. Oh! So let's say an Iris slap him 3 times, he will revenge with 3 hits that deal damage according to his max HP, and he will defense break the enemy. Oh, he's like a Fangian. He can revenge defense break, multi-hit. Oh, and he wants to get hit. Oh, but he didn't scale with max HP in his skill. Maybe that's gonna be an awakening thing. He scaled with attack in his skill 1 and 2. That's kind of lame. But I feel like it's gonna be a counter to all the light unit in Siege. I think this is gonna be the play. He will counter and then he will defense break. Maybe you want to build him on the despair and then he would stun with the revenge. Can be pretty interesting. So far, I like the wind one a lot for the new giants, probably. I'm not sure about the water one. Seems kind of too simple for that. Just a generic damage dealer. The fire one can be good for artifact farming, I think. The dark one seems like a siege offense unit. And the light one seems like a siege offense defense. I think the light one, the dark one is made to counter the light one, I think. Okay? Or the dark one counter like Iris and then light Kung Fu Girl, all that good stuff. That's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, not bad. I think they're probably going to be usable. And these guys are going to be usable as well. And that's a good start. SP summon for the new monster, which is a lie, you know. Like you get a 0.01% chance extra. And they call it SP. Dungeon revamp, we have seen that before. So B10 will be like B12, but with less attack power on the boss. So a little bit easier. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. So if you're farming B12 before and you don't want to farm Abyss, you can farm B10. They're also changing the name of the symbol that you use to craft rune for the dungeon to the appropriate name. That is easier to make sense. Not bad. The attack power of the boss monster that appear in the B1 and 10 of the artifact farming has been reduced. Oh, it's going to make artifact farming a little bit easier as well. The right crystal standing beside the boss in B1 and 2 B9 of all the Hall of Elements will be replaced by the right crystal beside the boss in B10. Maybe they are standardizing the right crystal of all these Hall of Elements. And the background boss graphic has been renewed. Oh, I wonder how they're going to look like. I hope they look pretty good, but not like we're going to look at it anyway. Also, the sub-property of artifact that we discussed before, they integrate some effect together and they are taking away some effect as well. So these are a bit underused, but I think they are pretty good. I'm kind of sad that they take these away because I really like the speed proportion to lost HP for support unit. And there are some unit that like the attack bar and the revive thing. Those are pretty cool when you can stack like a quad roll attack bar increase in like a Perna or like of Samath. That can be interesting as well. They're also adding a first attack crit damage bonus. I think it's just to give more damage output for single hit monster, because multi-hit monster gets so much value from artifact compared to single hit monster. So hopefully this is going to be doing that, balancing act. Also, we have rune and artifact revamp. The repurchase period has been changed to 7 days for, oh, that's pretty good. 7 days, that's a long time to, hey shit, I saw that rune, maybe I want that back now. The rune purchase condition has been changed to 5-star hero or 5-star with power up level 9. Oh, I see. So if you power up the rune to level 9, you can still repurchase that, but I don't think you need to mess around with 5-star rune too much. When selecting multiple rune at once, the power up rune will not be selected. Oh, thank you. You don't want to sell the rune accidentally, right? The default grade sorting option is remove. Huh? When sort by grade, it'll be sorted by default grade. Oh, okay. The default grade and power up level sorting option are removed. When you sort by grade, it'll be sorted by default grade. Huh. I wonder if that's going to change anything. I usually sort by sub-property, so I don't really notice too much about that. As the artifact power up level is removed, the selling price is set based on the artifact grade. It will be changed based on the default grade. So the changing the selling price of legend artifact will be 20,000 instead of 37,000. Oh, farming artifact is gonna suck for mana gain, but because you are getting it plus 15 beforehand, so I guess that makes sense. But they reduced the price of selling artifact. Okay. After the update, the selling price of existing artifact will be changed to be based on the default grade. Oh, so if you want to sell artifact, I think it's kind of too late now. Don't worry too much about it. Just farm more mana, okay? The design has been improved to display the time and grade more intuitively and some other stuff. Monster progression structure revamp. I think I'll talk more into this when I actually use the system, when I create a new account and maybe have a new progression series, okay? I hope this is going to help just making the 6-star process easier. I think we already talked about it and listened to this in the presentation already. Rainbow Mon revamp. The max level will no longer drop in all the dungeon. I think they'll change it just like level 1. And that's pretty much it. Summon revamp. Wow! A wicked monster will no longer be summoned. Huh? I mean, it's always kind of funny to see it happen. Hi, I'll miss this. Okay? I will really miss this one. A function to use 100 unknown scroll at once has been added. 100 unknown! Finally, we get to use 100 unknown. Let's go, baby! You can check the summon result of 100 3-star monster all at once. Install the Summon Monster Seal Shrine first to use the Summon 100 function for the unknown scroll. What is the Summon Monster Seal Shrine? Oh, it's the storage, right? Crafting revamp. So for high rune, we are going from 18 main, 6 sub, and 12 rune pieces to 24 main and 12 sub symbols. So they're taking away the rune pieces, but they're upping the price of the symbols. So what do we do with the rune pieces? Legend rune will require 100 rune essence. I think crafting 5-star rune is really lame. They still have that in the game, but I think you'll be focused on crafting legend rune only by selling, legend rune when you farm in abyss stages. You can craft gem and grindstone with Rift Beast Crystal. That looks a little bit kind of expensive. Huh. I don't know about crafting this one. Just farm, guys. Okay? 200 is kind of expensive. You can no longer craft max level Rainbow Mon. Of course, more rune storage, more storage for everything else. Early gameplay improvement. As of now, Scenario unlocked Rift Raid, Rift Dungeon, Dimensional Hole. But Scenario will now unlock Dimensional Hole, Rift Dungeon, and a Rift Raid. I don't think it's going to change much because you unlock everything in like 3 days anyway. And they're probably going to change the Summoner's Way stuff as well. And hopefully we're going to get some new freebies for the veteran player because whenever they change Summoner's Way, we get some freebies. Okay? So hopefully that's going to be fun. New RTA season with a banger of a Battle Angel skin. And we have Seal Magic Symbol together with the Seal Rune thingy. And we have a Seahorse. We actually have a Seahorse riding for Elia. And also new list for support monster in RTA season. We will have Tableau for free? Bruh. But the rune's gonna be bad though. But damn! What? one of my most wanted unit in like 9 years, and I summoned it recently. Now you get it for free. You get 4-star Water Dryad, that's pretty good. 5-star Water Valkyrie, Water Druid, Water Paladin. Oh my god, they're all really good water unit. Fire, we have Brown Imposition. It's not so important. Fire, we have Slayer and Beast. Wow, they're all meta unit. And 4-star, we have we have Triana, Wind Heart Magician. Hell Lady, probably gonna be bad runes, so hard to use. But Dominic, Sea Emperor. Oh my god, these are all very, very good unit. And you have from healers to buffer. You have healers. Wow, this is crazy. This is really, really good. You get like almost C1 with this. I mean, people have done that before, and that is like a thing. Wow. That is crazy. And some of the small stuff you can read for yourself, not too important. But overall, we are getting the update in, I don't know, 4 hours. And I'm excited. I am very, very excited to try the new unit, try out the new dungeon, and then try out a new account as well to see if the experience is going to be much more fun in the new update. All that good stuff. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.